I'm Dwight Gow and you're watching Newcastle Fan TV.
Right, hi everyone, welcome to Newcastle Fans TV. I've got Elisha with us as well through the week as well. We've also got Will and we've got Sharky as well on the waving behind the camera. The all four we're here today makes a nice change actually. So we're going to be talking about well, the injury updates. You know, Matt Ritchie could be missing this Saturday. Islam Slimani is currently actually playing. He's just come off the bench for Algeria as well. So let's talk about Slimani because you know he's never kicked the ball since he's come in. Is that a good thing that he's come off the bench today?
Yes,
it is,
because because it shows that he could be match fit for Saturday, but then he's got to travel back and then get match fit for Saturday. So he's kind of gone out there and then played his minutes, but he's going to have to come back and recover in time for Saturday. So it's kind of mixed bag.
I think he's been labelled the new Dumbia and all of this for not playing this loan side, and I can see why. Yeah. But now he's come off the bench for Algeria. Do you think he'll be on the bench again for Saturday?
There's no excuse. There's no excuse of going, oh well, he's injured, unless he gets injured. But please don't. But there is none because he's proven that he can play now. So
do you think it's a pointless signing?
I wouldn't say pointless because anything could have happened with the rest of our strikers. So we needed that backup, especially with how tight the bottom of the Premier League is. We needed that kind of backup plan just in case something was to happen that we do have a striker.
I think you had to bring that striker in. It's just unfortunate that he had to step back again. However, you know, there is another injury concern with Matt Ritchie. You know, it's that old thing, you players go away in international football. It can happen. You know, it happened with Joe Gomez. You know, England are playing the night. It happened with him the other day. Liverpool don't have a defender. So Matt Ritchie's obviously come away. I mean, what's your take on players going away and getting injuries? It's just, do you think it's just one of them things?
It's one of them things that are going to happen. But then there's talk of should they move the international break, because it is just friendlies leading up to the World Cup. You know, they're going to have a break between a few weeks break between now and the World Cup. Why don't you do your friendlies then, leading up to that, rather than now, because they could get injured in their leagues anyway, and then you've played a team that's pointless because you can't play them because they're injured. Especially
if it's a big player. We've had a history. We've had a history of Michael Owen in the World Cup crawling off the pitch against Sweden, wasn't it? And then he was out for literally 3/4 of the season. So it can hit you. You know, if this is a Harry Kane, you know, Tottenham can replace Harry Kane with Son. We don't have that kind of material. I know Matt Ritchie's not right up there, but it's still an important player for Newcastle. And let's just say he doesn't make it this weekend. Who's coming in?
I'll put on
Murphy,
and have Murphy and Atto on each side.
And then where would you have Kennedy? 10?
Yeah, I would try that. You know what it is? I'd try that because Perez hasn't been good enough lately, to be honest. And see what Kennedy can do there, because he's been brilliant so far. Try him, see if he works there. If he doesn't, then you know he's going to work back where he was and you can switch it around. That's what Rafa likes to do. He likes to switch the sides of the players, so it wouldn't surprise if something like that was to happen.
Well, he second guesses what all, doesn't he? We've got Huddersfield coming up. As I say, the lads behind the camera and myself have done all the build up to it, so that'll be out tomorrow. But I'll just quickly get your score prediction for Huddersfield. You know, everyone talked about 6 points, we have to get them. We've already done that now against Southampton. What's going to happen on Saturday and what's the score going to be?
2-0.
How do you think we'll go into? Do you think we'll be similar to Southampton, like patient, or we'll go in full guns blazing?
I think we're going to have to be patient because Huddersfield are going to show a lot of fight. These are like a fighting team. They're a very similar team to us that go off the kind of passion of the fans because of the way they come up last year. They were nigh on to get relegated last year, and
done a good job, Eddie Wagner.
Yeah, he's done a brilliant job. And you know, they don't have the best players. They're a bit like us. They don't have the best players, but they try and they're doing well. And the teams below them have probably relegated themselves. But I think it's going to be a fight of who wants 10 points more. But I think if Huddersfield lose, respect to them, I think they'll still stay up.
Interesting. I think if we win, I think we're practically safe. On Friday, Rafa's going to have his press conference, so we'll know more about Matt Ritchie's injury. And also there is talk of Lejeune potentially could be injured as well. There's another one there. And Slimani's obviously played in that friendly today, which is a good sign. We'll hear more from Rafa, and of course I'll bring you updates on Friday. Thanks again, Elisha, for coming on. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
We'll see you more of her on Saturday. See yous. Bye bye.